All right, guys, finally got a little break in the weather where it's not so loud in here. Got a couple things done this weekend, trying to work around the rain. I got my skinning stand for skinning whatever, pigs, deer, whatever you want to put on it. I got that made. It's really simple, just using scrap materials that I had laying around. I did make it to where it will fold up. It's not something that's going to get used a lot. It'll get used a couple times a year, and then the rest of the time it'll just be in the way. So I want to be able to fold it up, hang it up on the wall somewhere out of the way, and just take it down when I need it, and not have to build a new one every year. Every bit of this is just leftover scrap wood, stuff that was laying around. The top boards here, I didn't even have to cut. That's the length they were. So it didn't take that long to do. It took me longer to figure out where to put everything so it would fold up than it did anything else, really. The legs were just 8-foot 2x8 that I had left over from the floor joist to the house. So I just cut 2 of those in half to make the legs. These were left over. This is 5/4 decking. It's treated, so anytime I'm using it, I'll just throw a piece of plastic over it, so it won't be that big a deal. The little 1x4s that I've got to keep the legs from spreading out, that's leftover furring strips from the roof. So this is all just leftover scrap wood. So I just made use of it. It does fold up pretty easy. I'll show you how quick it is. All you do, and I could slot the ends of these where I don't have to unscrew this, but I will have some weight sitting on it. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I want to take a chance of bending the little screws out of the way. It's been raining, so everything's wet. But that's all you do to fold it up. Now I can just put the nuts and washers back on the bolts, pick this up, hang it up against the wall, and it can sit there for a year until I need it again. So that part's out of the way. I did go ahead and make a little stand to do my plant starts. I have my lamp, or my 4-foot plant light that I made last year. Did a video on that. It's like a $25 light, but it's really bright. I'm gonna hang it in there. I've got another one somewhere. I don't know where it's at. And I'll use it for the second shelf. But I've got some of this plastic that's left over from whenever they brought the decking material for the roof of the house. It's white on one side, black on the other. I'm gonna put it over the whole thing except the front, put some clear plastic on the front so I can, raise it up or look in there or whatever. And then I can go ahead and get my plant starts done. I need to get busy. I need to make soil blocks. I've got a lot of stuff to do. But it's actually kind of cool today. It's back down in the mid-30s. Just 3 days ago, it was 80 degrees up here. Now we're back in the mid-30s. So I'm gonna drag this out of here and start putting the plastic on it and getting it covered up. Then I'll get my light put on there, and we'll get it back against the wall and get it ready to put some plant starts in there. Well, there it is. I don't know if you can see how bright the lights are in there, but it's really bright. You don't want to look at it. So that's got to start on my grow box. I've got some clear plastic I will throw over the front of it to help hold in moisture. But right now it's well, now that's done. I could come back and paint the inside of it white to make it brighter, but it doesn't need it. You can't tell because all the lights are on and the doors are open, and this thing is really bright, and it did really good last year. So I think inside in a closed-in box, it's going to do a lot better this year. I just had stuff sitting on buckets last year on inside that Connex shipping container with nothing around it to help hold in heat or moisture or anything, and it worked great. But now I can just pull the plastic down over the top, and there we go. It's almost time to get my starts going. I'm probably 6 weeks away from putting stuff in the garden, so it won't be long, and we'll be in deep spring around here, and I can start getting some fresh veggies going. Well, that's it, guys. It's not a whole bunch of stuff on one video, just kind of recapping what I did over the weekend. I filmed all of this stuff, but that rain was so loud you couldn't hear anything. Audio was horrible. So it is what it is. I just did a little recap. But both of these little projects that I did were basically free. I just had a little time in them. Everything was built out of scrap materials. I try to do that with a lot of stuff. I mean, I hate wasting stuff. Some stuff's going to get wasted regardless, but I mean, it is what it is. So, but that's it. I'm done. It's gotten cold. It's dark. You can see, turn the light off so you can see how bright. You can see how bright that is over there behind the plastic. So there we go. All done. Hopefully I have the man basket this weekend. That is the plan. If it's not raining, I'm supposed to be on the list. I'll find out tomorrow just to make sure. We have about 4 more days of rain, so I've got a lot of stuff to try to get done working around Mother Nature. So keep you guys posted.